Welcome to BIORATNA. Dear students, today we are going to discuss the class Cyclostomata. This class Cyclostomata, they do not have any jaw. In our face, we are having this lower jaw and upper jaw. This jaw is giving shape to our face. At the same time, in the jaw, the teeth are inserted. These cyclostomes, as they are not having any jaw, that's why their mouth, stoma means mouth, it is circular, without any shape. So these cyclostomes, they are not having any jaw, and it comes under the division Agnatha under the subphylum Vertebrata and phylum Chordata. As they are under Agnatha, that means they do not have no jaw. They do not have any jaw. So jaw is not there to give the shape. That's why they have circular mouth, cyclostomata. These are the most primitive of vertebrates. These are most primitive vertebrates. Then if we see the diagram, we understand the properties better. This looks like a fish, but it is not a fish. Here anteriorly situated, this is the mouth. So mouth is anterior, and circular. Here you will find one opening, this is single opening, this is the nares, one nares. Then there are a pair of eyes, these are the eyes. In case of cyclostomes, the gill slits are present. These gill slits, they may be 6 pair to 15 pairs, 6 to 15 pairs. But this is petromyzon we are showing. In case of petromyzon, it is 7 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the pharyngeal gill slits. Remember this. When the question is about the gill slits which are present in case of cyclostomes, different cyclostomes, it may be from 6 pairs to 15 pairs. Whereas in case of petromyzon, this is the diagram of petromyzon, or also called lamprey. This is lamprey. Fine. What else? They do not have no paired fins. In case of true fishes, paired fins as well as unpaired fins, they are present. Whereas in their case, no paired fins are there. यहाँ आपको दिखेगा ऐसे, this is the one, this is caudal fin, this is caudal fin. Then there are 2 dorsal fins. This is one and this is one. These 2 are the dorsal fins. They are not paired. This is one single dorsal. Here there is one single dorsal. In case of fishes, आप जैसे देखते हो ना, तो if this is the fish, on here it is the one pectoral fin, then on the other side also there is one pectoral fin. Here if it is the pelvic fin, then on the other side also this is the pelvic fin. So they have paired fins, whereas here it is only unpaired fin. Then these fin rays, they are cartilaginous, and the cranium as well as vertebral column, they are also cartilaginous. So the fin ray, the cranium and the vertebral column, all are cartilaginous. In our case, it is bony. This is cartilaginous one. Then another point is that they do not have scales. On the body of fishes, you will find the scales, na? The whole body, it is covered with exoskeleton. This is the scales. This is in case of Pisces. But here, its body, the cylindrical body, it is not having any scales. Scales are absent. Thus, you find that in case of Cyclostomata, the endoskeleton is cartilaginous. The cranium, the vertebral column, they are cartilaginous. Even the fin rays outside the exoskeleton, that is also cartilaginous. ये एक cartilaginous का example हो गया Agnatha में. And when you come to Gnathostomata is the first class in the first class in case of Pisces. That is also cartilaginous. That is chondrichthyes. So that one is cartilaginous. Here it is also cartilaginous. One more point is they are all marine. They are all marine in habitat. And one point is given in NCERT that all cyclostomes, all are ectoparasites on fishes. All are ectoparasite on fishes. It is actually the petromyzon which is ectoparasite on fishes, not myxine. Myxine is one more example which is also called hagfish. This myxine or hagfish, it is not ectoparasite. This petromyzon, ये बहुत दर्द, means if this the other fish is, this one is a fish, then they simply attach to the body of this fish. There may be many of them, and then they, with the help of their suctorial mouth, this mouth is suctorial, with the help of suctorial mouth, they get attached to the body of larger fishes. Then they suck the blood as well as the tissue from their body. From the living fishes which are moving around to their body, these petromyzons are attached and they suck the blood and the tissue from the fishes. Whereas not so in case of myxine. No. In case of myxine, this myxine, they live at sea bottom. They live at sea bottom in their burrows, and then the dead fishes or the injured fishes, they feed upon the dead fishes or injured fishes by burrowing into their body. These are the myxines. And petromyzon, so this statement, it has to be, they are generally ectoparasites. They are generally ectoparasite. For example, petromyzon. In case of myxine, they are not ectoparasites. They do not get attached to the body of any fishes. They live at the sea bottom and then they feed upon the dead fishes and the injured fishes. Digestive system is complete. Digestive system to complete hona hi hai. Then the respiration is by means of gills. Respiration is by gills. These are the gill slits. These are gill slits present here, whereas gills are present inside and the gills are richly supplied with blood vessels. That blood vessel, it is having the blood which is rich in carbon dioxide formed in the body. The water, it is entering through the mouth. From here it is enters, it passes through over the gills. That water is rich in oxygen. So there is a exchange of gases between the water and the blood. Now this water has to move out, na? So this water which has entered through mouth, after the exchange of gases, it moves out. So the water, it moves out through these gill slits. This is how respiration takes place. And then the circulation, the circulatory system, it is closed type. It is of closed type. When we see their reproduction, there is something very peculiar about their reproduction. They are dioecious. Dioecious means they are unisexual. All these cyclostomes, they are marine in habitat. सारे के सारे समुंदर में रहते हैं. They are all marine. Let me write it somewhere that these cyclostomes, they are all marine in their habitat. But during reproduction, for spawning means to lay the eggs, they migrate to the fresh water. Sometimes they can travel a distance of 5,000 kilometers or so that from the ocean they can reach the fresh water. When that much distance they travel to reach the river, and then so we see that they are dioecious, and then they migrate to fresh water for spawning, and then after laying the eggs, within a few days the parents, they die. All of them, all cyclostomes, all these petromyzins, not the myxin of course, not myxin, this is about the petromyzin. Then all of them, they die, and their larva, which is called ammocyte larva. This ammocyte larva, after metamorphosis, not immediately, after its metamorphosis, then it goes back to the ocean. Who told them that its parents were from ocean, not from fresh water? From the egg, they came out as larva, that was in fresh water. They metamorphosed in fresh water. Then they again migrated to the same place from where their parents came. I don't think there is any magic in it. There has to be, it might be the concentration of the water, that hypotonic water of the fresh water, hypotonic fresh water, जब वो larval stage में है तो उसको suitable होता होगा. Afterwards, that hypotonic water, it gives the irritation, it gives the stimulus to move towards the oceans, and so they move to the ocean. This might be the case. Then there are two examples. One example, petromyzin, which you have already seen, and one is this myxin. This myxin is called hagfish, and petromyzin is also called lamprey. This was all about the cyclostome, a very interesting class, but of course a very deadly death, painful death. I hope this session was useful for class 11th as well as 12th students. Next session we will see the Pisces, the chondrichthyes as well as osteichthyes. Hopefully you have liked the video. Then please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get all latest updates.